finish here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, ranked in the top 25 with high expectations to start the season, that Week 0 loss shocked everyone. With a bye week to look at their issues, try to get things corrected, this is a crucial game today. Can they be the team everyone thought they were before the season started? We'll find out today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Spartans ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quick handoff. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Maybe some room here. What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. A give to Brown. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see them trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
Creates a little room. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds some fresh air. Makes it past the marker. Lots of room to
for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Running inside, it's Edwards. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just feeds the running back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fakes to grab. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A little screen to the running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap him from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Run. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll send the back in motion. Hand off for Brown. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Looks as if we might have a change in the weather here to start the second quarter. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Still on his feet at the 45. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Really nice job on the option that time. And obviously, this running back has had himself a day, right? And this defense has figured it out. They're keying on him. You saw all the defenders that time run his way, but nobody accounted for the quarterback. He made the right decision, kept it himself, and came away with a nice pickup on that option play.
The Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. A give to Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be changing the route. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Canes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Caught behind the line. It's McCray. He's loose at the 15. There he goes to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Spartans! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Throwing, Mensah. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Could be an alley. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Miami! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's West. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
With the defense playing zone coverage there, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
Makes the grab at the 10. Quick step and go. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the back. Mensah is complete.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him, and not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking. Like, the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback making checks. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Pringle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll run the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Hurricane! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup, not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Bearcats on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On the draw, it's Edwards. He breaks a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You've got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up absolute.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Might have a chance. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature. They're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible?
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And, man, this guy is not disappointing. Sometimes you get that 5-star and that hype, and they come to college and, like, where have they been? First couple games, man, getting sacks, getting his name in that column, showing that he's got elite upside, elite athletic ability, and that's why he was such a big-name 5-star recruit.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Never a doubt. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Mensah to throw. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. A give to Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Mensah. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Canes!
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment and play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They give it to him again. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Patterson. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Off the RPO, complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And tackled there by the defense.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They want to throw it. Looking for space to the left. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position. To make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to pass. It's Nickel. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Now on first down from the 40. The option, the keeper. Here's a little room there. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. Sends it back in motion. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Looking downfield on first down. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's nickel. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Patterson. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. This time he wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. And they turn it into a defensive score. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulled and fired complete. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll run it. It's Pringle. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's nickel. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.